goes a little something like.
How can you love you all summer and after I'll keep all summer.
What's up, you guys? This is Serenity, and we back with another one. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn it to your girl, because you know it's a vibe. But I hope your day is going good. If not, I hope it goes good from this point forward. Y'all, we finna react to I guess this dude, he was walking around asking trans, like, I guess, are they women and shit like that. I love to see like different outputs. I'm not judgmental. Be who you want to be. Don't let nobody stop you from being you. So, but I just love to see different opinions on everything. Be yourself no matter what, no matter who hates you. Period. Let's get into this.
A woman is.
Having a vagina. Actually, no. Whatever you want to think as a woman.
There's trans men who are now capable of giving birth.
Does questioning make you transphobic?
I'm homophobic, I'm transphobic.
Like, why are you asking these questions right now type thing?
So today I asked about trans athletes. Challenge each person with questions
why
that
you
other side may
asking
ask.
it?
So let's see what they have to say. Should trans athletes
I'm actually interested in this because it's like I love seeing different people's point of view and their opinions. You know, I would say you can't be caught up in everybody's opinions. Like, if some people, they not gonna like what you like. Some people, like, I can't be mad at somebody for not liking cheese pizza because I like it. You feel me? So I look at shit like that. Like, I can't be mad, like, you feel me, because somebody don't like what I like. You feel me? That's their life. Like, so that's why I said I'm down for it. I'm not judgmental at all. Be yourself.
as biological women?
People think that they're gonna beat them, then they're probably not the best for that competition.
That's like saying, like, there's like 10 bears that are all fighting each other, and then it's like, wait, let's bring in this one T-Rex, and then let's add that in, and let's see how that kind of goes. And what happens is the T-Rex just destroys them.
So trans people are T-Rexes?
I mean, you can say that.
Women's sports is pretty self-descriptive. Women compete against women.
No matter how many surgery, a woman's body is a woman's body. You can't really change that.
You get on hormone therapy, it does change the hormones within your bodies.
If they're classified as females, they should be able to compete against females. What do I actually think?
Yeah.
I think women should compete against women, and transgenders should compete against transgenders.
Okay. Why do you believe that?
I got my own problems.
I was in the military. Was it fair for a male to do the female PT test?
The woman's PT, like a lower standard?
Significantly lower, because a female can only do so much.
I do play men's volleyball though collegiately.
But before we continue, I know damn well I'm not the only one confused. I hope you don't mind me asking, but were you born a biological male?
I'm non-binary, so I can be female as a gender, and my sex can be male.
Whatever feels best for the day.
How about between Monday and Friday?
I
Monday.
agree with that. Like, I feel like your sex. I don't know, y'all. I don't really put too much into it because, like I said, you are who you are at the end of the day. Male, female, we are no fucking different from each other. Like, we all bleed the same. We all wake up in the morning. We all, like, and you feel me?
Definitely she, her at my job. It just depends on the vibe.
Depends, yeah. On this channel, we explore the unfamiliar because it's only through genuine conversations that we can change our perspective. But will people be too afraid to speak their truth? And with all the controversy, will I be demonetized or even worse, canceled like Chappelle? Bro, chill. Ain't no one canceling you with your no subscriber head ass. I guess we gon' see.
Dave Chappelle canceled? Since when? I don't know. I must not have seen what happened. I don't
There's
know
a
if it's
woman,
long
then.
or not.
Anyone who identifies as such.
It's just somebody who feels comfortable within femininity.
I don't even want to say femininity because it goes beyond that.
See, look. This is what I was gonna say. The reason why I don't think it's any difference because there's like masculine males and feminine males, and there's masculine females and feminine females. Like, you feel me? So it's like men that act manly and it's men that act feminine. So that's what I said. Like, you can have a masculine female. Like, I ain't gonna cap. I act pretty masculine for a female. I'm not gonna cap. Like, even though I come off as a female, I'm pretty masculine. I'm just gonna say, like, I'm sorry. I'm pretty. I don't know. I'm not the average girly girl. I'm not a girly girl. Sorry. I'm like, I play football. I want to play basketball. I want to Like, baby, I want to be active. Like, I want to get dirt. Like, I'll go mudding. Like, I'm not scared to get dirty. Like, people be scared to go outside. Oh my gosh, I don't want dirt to get on me. Those are like the feminine females. But me, shit. Throw some mud at me, bitch. I'm gonna throw something back. I ain't gonna get mad.
Logical person kind of actually take that weird Jordan
And I feel
Peterson
like
type.
some of the males, they just, they are feminine. They just being feminine. Like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Period. Shoot, it's some males that like to do female activities, like to dress up, do makeup. Like, they feel so much good doing that. The same way I feel, baby, you couldn't convince me to be a girly girl. Like, you couldn't convince me, no matter even if I dress girly one day and then next day have on some big ass sweatpants and a shirt. Like, you couldn't convince me to be a girly girl. So it's like the same thing with masculine. Like, they like to do girly things, like put on makeup and like dress up and look, you feel me, and be like different outfits, cause you feel me, like, period. I'm all for it. Be yourself, period. Shit, I wish somebody would come to me and be like, you a girl, you not supposed to be playing for, bitch. I'm like, bitch, what? It's like, I ain't gonna do it. I'm like, okay, take it up with yourself, cause baby, you're angry.
Just believing in yourself and actually affect that towards like gender.
Maybe let's take like a recent controversial issue like abortion. Heard women say, hey, no one should be making laws about us. In that instance, it seems like a woman is someone who is able to have a baby. Does that constitute a woman, or would you still stick with your definition?
A uterus wouldn't like make you a woman. I feel like there's so many other parts that are so much more important.
And that is true. A uterus don't make you a woman, because I know plenty of females that I would not call a woman. You a little girl. You was a little girl. Like, I know a lot of females. Like, a uterus don't make you a woman, but it does make you female. But it don't make you a woman. That's why I said it's the difference between like sex, gender, and like all of that. Like, but because it is some girls with uterus that actually want to be men, that has beards, that went through the whole all of that. Like,
Vagina considers a woman, but if you have like the long hair, if you have the nails,
So I think those are pretty big differences, right? Because I could put on nails and hair, but if I identified as a woman, would that make me a woman?
see, this what, like, I feel like when you say that, like, you put on nails, hair, blah, blah, that makes you a woman. Like, I feel like it don't make you a woman, but I feel like, it do make you put you more on the feminine side. If you get what I'm saying, more of like a feminine type of woman. Like, if you get what a girl, a woman, whatever you want to call yourself, it don't matter. Shit, be yourself.
Is there any
Don't let nobody
scientific
judge.
definitions, or is it just the words become true?
No one decides to become a woman. So no one just wakes up and is like, oh, I feel like being a woman. There are tons of thoughts, decisions, and even social repercussions, like this entire line of questioning that come with coming out as a woman.
But wouldn't that be kind of ignoring some sort of biological realities?
I think that everybody has their own biological reality, and that's how the world has always worked. But this world is changing every.
Like, bro, I would have thought, like, if you got them that big, like, it would have, like, oh my God, I feel like I would have felt like I would have, like, stretched my skin out. Oh, that would be so scary.
Day, and you just gotta keep up with the new time. Are you straight by chance?
I am, yeah.
You identify as straight, and you identify as a male?
Don't you gotta do them type of things, like, you increase them over time, or can you just go in, like, let's say, me just go in and just say, I want the biggest of the biggest size, like, I want that size, like, would they, like, let me do it, or would they be like, no, you gotta go with this, and then slowly work your way up to that size, so you don't die, or would they let you do it, like, cause I feel like that's, like, what hurts.
So not everybody's gonna follow what your path is, and some people have their own path.
Period.
And sometimes we just weren't born with that knowledge because we didn't get taught that as
Because everybody be so, like, and it's the thing, everybody be so worried about what the next person doing, they be forgetting about, like, what's right in front of them, their own path. Like, it be some people that's stuck in everybody else's life, like, it's their job, like, that's, like, they literally turned into their job, like, I couldn't be me.
How has it changed over the last few years?
There's trans men who are now capable of giving birth. Whatever makes someone feel better at night and doesn't hurt somebody else, I don't think should matter to anybody.
Okay, so then what will the other side say? Okay, in your mind, do you think there are more than two genders?
Yes.
I couldn't identify them all for you. But
I'm an old school, so if I'm growing up, I just know man and woman.
Again, I think I decided that I'm an alien. Do you believe me? And if you don't accept that I'm an alien, then you're wrong. And that just doesn't make logical sense. So you can have your opinion, your own thoughts, but I think there's one or the other.
Outside of sport, I don't really think it matters.
So obviously both sides have opinions, but do both sides have solutions? What do you think is a solution? Do you think trans athletes should have their own league? Do you think that sports should be gender neutral?
See, with that, I feel like they should have their own league because I do think it is unfair for like somebody to just transition from a male to a female to go automatically could get into female sports, because you gotta think like a lot of females cannot do what, like, now it's some females that can run just as fast as a man, but you cannot say that one female is in the same category as every fucking female. Not every fucking female can keep up with a man. Like, bro, now it's always that one female that can, but it's like, I feel like it's unfair. Like, I feel like that's unfair. I feel like they should have their own league, like the same way a man can't compete against women in sports. Like, women gotta go against women, men gotta go versus men, and if there's a new gender added, then I feel like they should have their own league the same way women, men. If it's transgender. Like, you feel me? That's how I personally feel that way. I personally.
Females out there, they can kick any guy's ass. I mean, look at fucking Ronda Rousey. She could probably take all her asses up at once.
That's what I said. It's always gonna be that one female, but you can't say every fucking female is like that, because majority of the females cannot do that. It's rare. It's rare for you to find a female that can run faster than every male. Like, it's not your typical every female that can. It is gonna be that one. It is gonna be that, you know. So that's why I said.
But do you think she'll be able to take a professional male UFC fighter?
I mean, look at her. That bitch is vicious. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I feel like you could beat my ass with those, honestly.
Maybe I'll give somebody a black eye with these.
Some women probably think that they're like faster than men, and
That's
some men
funny.
probably think that they do like way better in like a female, or I'm trying to think of one that typically females are in. Ooh, cheerleading.
Yeah, I think that's the only way you could do it without pissing people off.
Should our priority be to not piss people off?
No.
Yeah, that it.
My friend
I feel
used
like
to
you
pay
shouldn't care.
$163 for car
'Cause
insurance.
people get mad over the
Now look
dumbest
how
shit.
much
Like,
he pays.
if you spend your life
That
trying
is
to please
tricky. I guess
motherfuckers,
you
you're
have
gonna
to
end
choose
up
who you wanna
unhappy.
piss off.
For real,
'Cause
because
then
there's
you
no
create
way of
motivation,
making
right?
everybody
You say,
happy.
oh, well, we're gonna make this only. But then it does make it inclusive for them if that's what they want to do.
Will there even be enough to form a league?
Not necessarily, but I think if we're gonna talk about integration, people of color being integrated into our schools, parks, society wasn't normalized until we talked about it. So trans is one of those topics.
No, you cannot put those two in the same category. I'm sorry. You cannot. You can't. No, you can't put those in the same category. You can't. It wasn't like we just made up our own. Like, I'm not saying they made it. It's not like, you feel me? It's like that race shit, it was off of hate. Like, we were regular people just like them. It's not like we changed ourselves to, we were ourselves from the beginning, So it's like that race shit is so different than just the gender. Like, it hit deeper than that, because it was so much. Even throughout the racist times, it was people that considered themselves as like gay, or like, males that wanted to be females, or whatever y'all, however it come up in your mind. Even back then, it was that. So them gay people had to fight for two rights, like, because they were gay and because they were black. Like, it's not, you can't put those, because it was like, if there was a gay white male back then, they only could fight. They ain't have to fight for nothing. Like, only black people had to fight for shit back then. You feel me? Even if they were gay or not, they still had to fight. Going with the other races, they didn't have to, gay or not. So that's why I said you can't put those two in the same category. I'm sorry.
Now that we just have to normalize.
Not gonna work 2 or 3 times as
That
hard
was
to
just
try to
bogus to me, y'all. That was bogus.
against.
That shit it don't make sense to me. Don't put those two in the same category. I'm sorry. That was a little too much. Like, you don't understand the shit that gay black people and regular black people had to go through, It wasn't just straight black people going through the shit, too.
someone naturally born as a male.
Which does bring up something that no one wants to talk about. Are trans women taking away women's rights? Because it wasn't until 50 years ago when Title IX granted more equal access to women in sports. But today, when a trans woman receives a roster spot, is it denying biological women's opportunities? And if there are biological...
I just feel like they should have their own, what's the name? Like, why do every gender have a sport but they gender? You feel me? I feel like they should have their own. They shouldn't be put on, I don't know. I feel like every gender has a sport, have like their whatever. They should be added to that too. That's what I feel like. They should just be added to that. Not like, oh, you go over there, you go over there to that. Like, you feel me? Now that the categories are starting to be more open to everybody, now I feel like now that it's more open and it's now out and it's not like now it's like starting to like be, I guess, normalized, because back then it wasn't normalized. So I feel like they should add it to there the same way when women was fighting to do sports and do all of that, they added that to there. So I feel like they should do the same. They shouldn't just say, no, we want to get added to women's too. Like, I feel like they should have their own too, the same way women had to fight to get their own sports because it was just males. The women had to fight to get there, so y'all better fight to get y'all's too. Simple.
advantages,
And like,
more times than not, is it
we had to fight to work. We had to fight to do all of that because they want us to be some stay-at-home housewives getting taken care of. Some women got them like, no, we want to make our own money. We want to be our home. Same way we had to fight. Y'all better fight too. Like, I feel like it's no difference. Now, if you trying to say, put those two in the same categories, but race and gender should not be put in the same category. I'm sorry. But if you want to put the same way females had to fight for their rights, you should put the same way transgender should fight for their rights too. You feel me? We couldn't do shit at first. Now we play sports. We got our own sports. Now we can work. Now we can do all of that. So y'all should fight for y'all rights too. Simple.
Opportunities to win.
I think you have to ask that population.
If only I knew someone who was trans and also an athlete.
I think someone who is prepubescent and is on hormones before developing natural testosterone, they're not as strong as me.
Should there be an age cutoff then?
Yes, their estrogen and testosterone levels have to be tested before competing.
If I'm gonna be real, I didn't expect that answer. And that even with hormone therapy, when you transition matters. So let's explore further on these advantages. Do you think...
I agree with that. I agree with what she just said. I agree with that 100%. I agree with that. Now, if they were born, I mean, because it is some others that have, like, I don't want to get into that.
Trans women have any sort of advantage against biological women when it comes to sports?
No. People can train and become